Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz Comic Corner, Classic Less Known Classic. This is episode number 2548, double number 2442. Now, both these two trades here have issues written by Peter David. First up, it is X Factor. Yep, this is the start of Peter David's very first run for X Factor that ends not long after these issues in the trade here. Yes, I will get to that when I talk about the very next find for this series, but yeah, there's actually a reason why Peter David stops working this book after only about 2 years. This book collects issues 71 to 83 and number 7, which is a tie-in to Shuttershot, and Incredible Hulk number 390 to 392. Yep. Of course, Peter David, famous season on the writing. And yes, I met both of them. Artwork done by Larry Stroman, who does a really good job there. I love this artwork here. Dan Cohen, Joe Quesada, Jim Farn, Roke Tyler, Mark Palicia, Tom Rooney, Kevin West, Brandon Pearson, Derek Robinson, and Joe Madoria. The front cover is done by Larry Sherman, Al Mogrum, and Veronica Gaducci. The back cover, Dale Keown. This book covers the time period of October 1991, and we conclude in October of 1992. Now, mostly put in the first issue, this is mostly put at the debut of the government incarnation of X Factor, led by, not Manjapix, not Jim Hendrick, nope. Havoc. And some of you might be thinking, this lineup sounds very familiar to the Private Investigations lineup. And this lineup is Havoc, Polaris, Strong Guy, Wolfsbane, and Multiple Man. And you're thinking, that sounds like a Peter David's popular X Factor Investigations run. Same characters. We all feature Quicksilver part of the group. Yeah, Quicksilver's here. Also, I should point out, though, for the first 9 issues of this run, Peter David, the all-new, all-different, is up top of the X Factor banner. Now, we do have a guest appearance here by Scott Summers this issue. Mostly put he's here to pass torch on from him leading his team, which spanned the previous issue, to the brand new X Factor team, which is led by his brother. His younger brother. Yep. Mostly put the team itself is like assembled here. And over the course of these first few issues, we do have various different threats. 75, obviously, the subject of the 5th issue of this incarnation. It's double sized because it's the 75th issue of the entire series. Now, I haven't mentioned before, but did you know X Factor has only had 2 number 50s in its entire existence? Yep, 50 for this volume and volume 3. The only 2 times we ever saw issue 50, because the issue afterwards, 61 to 149, we never saw another issue like that one. Nope. Now, before I continue here, the main reason why I pick X Factor review, because I have viewed the Leah Williams run, and I reviewed all new X Factor, a little bit of volume 3, so why not review the original group? Well, that case in point is the corporation version of X Factor, which of course I spoke to Peter about that. Was that a loose inspiration for his new lineup that came after his X Factor investigation run? Yes, that's partially true. He did partially inspire that. I did not talk about this one per se, but this one in particular, it is referenced a lot throughout the entirety of Peter David's 3rd volume / renumbering run for X Factor. Yeah, it's like this run. It's like this era for X Factor is so heavily referenced. Of course, Valerie Cooper is part of this group. Yeah, even this group ends up fighting at one point the Brotherhood of Immune, which is comprised of Mystique, Toad, the Blob, and Untouchable. Yep. Though by after issue 79, the all new, all different is dropped from the banner and just simply called X Factor from that point forward. And it remains like that throughout the rest of the entire volume. There's no more tagline with it at all. Not really. There's even one joke in here where basically Valley Cooper's out of the country for a couple of days. He comes home, there's this pile of paperwork, and he turns into a demon, which I thought was kind of funny. But this is, I love the good start for this run. It's only the first year of the run, but it's really, really good. And I'm going to give this run, this particular book, X Factor, a 9. No, basically 9.5 out of 10. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the particular view. Next up, ReZero. So you think, wait, really? Only 5-minute video? Yeah. But wait, we're not done yet. Also, we find out Guido's real name. We also found out Trunker's name is Guido Kamakuchi, I think his name is. Yes, they found out his name next to a woman he kind of falls for. I almost forgot to mention it. I mentioned two period day books. Next up was Marvel Visionaries, The Incredible Hulk, Volume 6. Excuse me. This book collects Incredible Hulk 373 through 382, covering a time period of 1990 to 1991. Yep, of course, Peter Dave, like I mentioned in the writing, all works on by Dale Cohen and Bill Jagista. Mostly put for these issues, we are wrapping up the era of the Grey Hulk. Yes, where the Grey Hulk, it's like, yeah, we're kind of basically ending that here. So we have also various, and we also get a chance to read that with Marlo Chandler. We see this run to release these issues release of Rick Jones' book The Sidekick, which was referenced during Bendis' run for Alias. Of course, you also reckon Rick Jones actually is Jessica Jones' cousin. But the most critical thing happens in this run is that Bruce Banner takes control of the body of the Hulk. Yeah, where he's like, Banner is the strongest there is. So he punches out Green Hulk and Grey Hulk. So he's basically using the Green Hulk skin, and he's basically taking control of the body. Yep, this is a brand new status quo for the book. That will last a pretty good period of time. I think it lasts throughout the remainder of the run, before remainder of Peter David's before the book gets relaunched long afterwards. Yes. Now, I love these issues. They're really good. Surprisingly, there's no leader, no abomination here. There is guest appearance here by the Rhino. Yes, making his first appearance in the book since the 70s. I'm not kidding about that. Last time he fought the Hulk was back in the 70s, which was interesting. He fought the Hulk a handful of times, but he came back here. And of course, also the joke of, Honey, I'm home, where basically Banner is inhabiting the body of, well, the Hulk. Now, some of you might be thinking, wait, didn't we all see this in the movies where Banner is using the body of the Hulk? Yep. Basically, Endgame took inspiration from this very run. Yep. But this, oh, by the way, the cover out here for the trade, that's the same. It's basically Dale Cohen and Bob McLean. I met Bob McLean, great kind of person. Those who know who this guy is, he is the co-creator of the New Mutants. Yep, that group. He created with Chris Claremont. But now we're getting to we're into the 90s. Now, Peter David, when it comes to his time on Hulk, like in the case of, let's say, Mark Greenwald's run on Captain America, this is the era where we have creators on books for over a decade. We have Peter David on the Hulk, Mark Greenwald on Captain America. We have Tom DeFalco doing a near decade run on Thor. Yes, nearly, basically like almost like 100-issue run on Thor. Avengers now received any treatment. Amazing Spider-Man, I believe did have a pretty lengthy run by James Timotheus, but this is the era basically having some books having decade plus run. But we basically also in this period of time we saw the end of the era, the start of the 1980s. We saw the end of the era of Chris Claremont on Kenny X-Men. But yeah, 10-year run, and now in the case of other books, I never felt this dull that Mark Ruffalo ran out of ideas by the time his run ended. Not really. Did I think Peter David's run ran out of ideas? No, I don't think so. But this run, these issues here are really good. Thoroughly enjoyable. No bad issue. Yeah, it goes straight to 386. So that means basically we have roughly 2 more of these Vision books left to go, and then it's on to the Epic Collection. But we're not done yet. Next up is a book that was actually like an Epic Collection. Excuse me. Fun fact, I actually met the artist who drew this. Never met the writer, though. Still never met the writer. We have Marvel graphic novel, number 29, The Incredible Hulk and the Thing, in the Big Change. Now, the writing here of this book is by Jim Starlin. The writing here is by Bernie Wrightson. I believe this is one of 2 or 3 books these two work on together, because these two are infamous of working on Batman the Cult. What is this one? Almost forgot to mention the case of Rick Jones stuff. Yeah, at one point, he also at one point gets kidnapped by the Skrulls in a pseudo-secret invasion story, like kidnapped by Skrulls, and he supposedly interacts with a Thing, but not really him. Oh, by the way, love this artwork of Fantastic Four by the late Bernie Wrightson. Now, some of you thinking, when did I meet Bernie Wrightson? Well, this happened at a Comic-Con in late 2016. I actually met him 6 months before he passed away. I believe it was at, if I remember correctly, 6 months. This must have been MegaCon. No, it wasn't MegaCon Tampa. It was it may have been Tampa Comic Con when I met him. Yeah, because he was an absolute really good guy in person. And I have asked him, what was it like working with Lee Whelan on Swamp Thing? From what he told me, he really enjoyed working with him on that book. And this book, heck, he was even surprised I love Batman the Cult. He was genuinely surprised. He didn't think anybody would like Batman the Cult, but I did. I really enjoyed Batman the Cult. It's mostly put just Hulk and well, the Thing going to space for an issue. But it's Jim Starlin, of course, basically, to do space stuff because he loves space stuff. It's a fun adventure in space. It's mostly put exactly what this book is. It's just really fun. That's all it is. I'm going to give this book roughly a 9 out of 10. Yep. Okay, so that is definitely a particular view. Yep, that is definitely this time. Next up is ReZero, and I'll take a brief break. I might have another Comic Corner or 2 coming, but you'll find out soon. Next, Bye.